The strongest move you can make is walking away fast. However, most men stay stuck way too long. In contrast, when you walk away and without hesitation, it's so powerful that it almost feels illegal. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make walking away your greatest weapon ever. You can apply this now, or if you'd like my personal help in making it happen, book a free discovery call with me in the description below. To those who have walked away, to those who have stayed away, to those who have rebuilt their lives and moved on from whatever didn't serve them and whoever didn't serve them, this is obvious. They've got the experience. They've done it. The muscle memory is there. It's why I've inspired people from all over the world to do so and to take action. I'm the leading expert when it comes to the power of walking away. But if you've never done it before, if this is your first time, your first rodeo, it can be scary. It can be challenging. It can feel frightening. It's okay, because when you do finally put one foot in front of the other, metaphorically and physically and even emotionally walk away, and you push through the barriers of uncertainty, the fear, the anxiety, the stress, the drastic changes, you're going to pinch yourself and say, oh my God, why the hell didn't I do this sooner? The first principle you need to learn in walking away so quick that it almost feels illegal is to not wait for permission to leave. Weak men stay because they're waiting for the opportune moment, for the validation, the closure, or the approval. Let's take a relationship, for example. I can't walk away from this relationship right now. Christmas is round the corner. Valentine's Day, their birthday. It would be inhuman. It would be disrespectful and harsh for me to do so. So what do? They stay in unhappy environments, lie to themselves and their partners, and just delay the process. I know men personally who've walked away from relationships literally on Valentine's Day. I've coached clients who've called off weddings because it was the right thing to do. You don't need a sign. You don't need the planets to align. You don't need everything to fall on your lap. And you certainly do not need a family member, a friend, or someone else to do your dirty work. What you need is self-respect. What you need is healing. What you need is to recover. What you need is your peace and quiet. What you need is to take back control of your life. By waiting for permission, you are adding in more excuses. And this doesn't just apply to relationships. Well, the job market is bad out there. I might risk being unemployed. Well, I might risk not having a social life if I walk away from these friends. Well, I might risk having a lot of free time if I don't give up this addiction. Whatever it is, whoever it is, whatever the circumstance, do not wait for permission. You don't need a sign. You don't need the planets to align. You don't need a sign even from the universe. You need your self-respect as soon as possible. So if it's draining you, if it's abusive, certainly, if it's disrespectful, if it's breaking your heart, if it's hurting you, if it's holding you back, if it's crippling your self-esteem, if it's destroying your mental health, if it's really heartbreaking, whether it is a relationship, a friendship, a job, a career, a business, a family dynamic, any circumstance, you should walk away. And you should walk away immediately. No debate, no big song and dance, no explanation. Do not wait for permission to leave. In fact, why don't you take this very video, this message, as your permission to leave? Because I know you. You've prolonged it long enough. I've done it. I stayed addicted to gambling longer than I should have done because I was afraid of letting friends down and having more time on my hands. How foolish was that? I stayed in a toxic relationship that didn't serve me longer because I was waiting for the opportune moment. And actually, I cancelled a vacation because enough was enough for me. I stayed friends with people who were so jealous and envious and toxic and wanted to bring me down because I still assumed I was in high school, still assumed I was not good enough for their attention. If you want an instant power shift in your favor, if you want to take back control of the wheel of life, if you want to be the master of your fate, the commander of your destiny, walk away, and quickly. The quicker you walk, the quicker you leave, the quicker you cut contact, the faster you regain control, and the faster you flip the dynamic. The alternative is staying where you are. So let's take a toxic relationship as a fantastic example. There's no power there. You can't get through to them. They're stubborn. They're difficult. And worst of all, they manipulate you to doubt yourself, second guess yourself, and question your sanity. Through doing that and approaching it that way, you lose your mind, you lose control, and you become lost and a broken person. There's no power there. And the longer you stay, the worse it gets. You could be friends with someone for decades, but if they are scammers, liars, envious, critical of you, expect more drama and problems to come your way. And likely you want to level up. You want to enjoy your life, improve your life. They don't care. They just want to bring you down. And the same with that job, career. People don't expect it. They're used to you tolerating their nonsense, their abuse, their lies, and their bad behavior. Just when you think a person won't go a stoop that low, or won't take advantage of you, won't cheat on you, won't hurt you, and so on, trust me, they will. You need to decide relatively quickly. You need to decide fast and walk away fast. Silence and action will say more than words ever could. I couldn't believe when I left my toxic relationship those years ago how the power shifted in my dynamic. I used to beg and plead and scream and shout and try and get through to them. Nothing worked. But by silently and effectively cutting contact and walking away, the power was with me. And I didn't want them back or to change. The power was with me to decide my destiny moving forward. Most recently, friends of mine have shown their true colours and have been green with envy with good news I've been sharing. So once again, I've walked away fast. I will not be tolerating their nonsense, reaching out to them or communicating with them anymore. It's their loss. I wish them the best, but when you see their true colours, there is no point in fighting for their validation and attention. I deserve self-respect, and so do you. There is an instant power shift not to control these other people or get what you want. It is ultimately to take back control of your life and especially your mental health. When you walk away fast from whatever doesn't serve you and whoever doesn't serve you, it creates incredible, powerful momentum. Once you leave quickly, you create space for growth, newer, better opportunities, and again, that self-respect. Flogging a dead horse has got you exactly where you are right now. Broken, drained, crying when watching these videos, desperate for change, begging and pleading for a higher power or someone else to save you. Well, no one's going to save you other than yourself. Whilst leaving quickly, you are now in a new space where you can do the work on yourself and grow and be self-aware. And the reason you do that is to prevent yourself from entering into a new dynamic that is toxic. The last thing you want to do is leave a toxic job, family dynamic, friendship, relationship, and enter a new one. The newer opportunities will be better because you would have leveled up and grown and become self-aware and attracted other people who are on the same wavelength as you. I am not the same person I was 6 years ago. Therefore, my fiance would never have found me attractive. I had to go and grow through that process in order to have what I have right now. 70 to 80% of men stay stuck and stall. You get ahead, though, by moving without hesitation. Don't be like the 80% who ruin their lives in careers that are soul-destroying, with friends who never allow them to level up, with relationships and marriages that either end in divorce, cheating, or broken homes and are bitterly miserable. Take action today without hesitation. End what's draining you, what's hurting you, what's abusing you, what's holding you back, what's destroying your life, and then immediately focus on leveling up your life as well. This is your call to action. This works so quickly. It feels illegal because you couldn't believe the changes that are so positive when you do so. I've inspired more people to walk away, break up, change careers, move countries, end dynamics than anyone else on this platform. And not one person has said they've regretted it. Funny that, because it takes resonating with the points I've highlighted here to recognize how dangerous stalling and staying can be. So, once again, do not wait for permission to leave. This is your time. This is your hour. This is your moment. Create an exit plan. Don't just walk away for the sake of it without realizing where you're going to go, because you're going to slide back into what you're running away from. You need to create a clear exit plan, execute, and leave. Get that power shift, but do not get drunk on the power, because the biggest problem that can happen is you become arrogant and narcissistic. We don't want that to happen. You've got that power. It's too much power and too much control. Okay, humble yourself. Tell yourself that, okay, I'm going to handle this professionally and properly, and I'm going to do this at my own pace. And then it will create momentum. Now you've got more time to focus on the gym and reading and leveling up, investing in therapy, coaching, whatever it is. And then you're going to start looking at other areas of your life. Why am I addicted to binge eating? Why am I addicted to alcohol? I'm going to walk away from that. And you're going to say to yourself, if I could walk away from that relationship, that dynamic, whatever, I can walk away from anything, and quickly. It will compound. It's exactly what I did. I walked away from a relationship, family, addictions, wrong dynamics, wrong area, wrong community, you name it. If I can do it, you can too. So please, stop hesitating. Walk away fast and watch how incredibly your life changes for the better in a healthier way overnight. It feels so good, works so well, changes so much. That is why it almost feels illegal. You can apply all of this now to your life, or if you really want my help mastering this mindset, creating an action plan, and walking away so you stay away forever, because the last thing you want to do is go back, then book a free discovery call with me, a time and day that suits you, answer the questions, and let's get to work. The link's down below. Remember, you don't need permission to leave. Take this video today, this message, as your final call to action.